Welcome to today's episode where we are deep diving into how Node.js is transforming business application. I am Sachin Sunone, joining me Pankaj Tayade, who is the Vice President of Engineering EOV. He is having more than a decade of experience in the front end and back end. Welcome to today's broadcast, Pankaj.
Thank you so much, Sachin. Really excited to be here and talk about Node.js.
Node.js has gained massive popularity. On a business perspective, what it makes an ideal choice for a scalable application? What you say, Pankaj?
Really great question, Sachin. Okay, Node.js is built on Chrome's V8 engine. Okay, which means it is extremely fast and lightweight. Okay, so what makes it stands out is its non-blocking and event-driven architecture, allowing applications to handle thousands of requests simultaneously without slowing down.
Right.
Okay, so for business perspective, this means faster performance, cost-effective infrastructure, and effortless scalability. Okay, with Node.js, companies can build real-time applications, APIs, and microservices efficiently.
That makes sense. Are there any industries where this Node.js adoption makes revolutionary transformation in software development?
So absolutely, Sachin. Node.js has revolutionized multiple industries, such as e-commerce for fast, scalable platform handling, which handling thousands of concurrent users. Next is healthcare for secure patient data APIs and real-time telehealth solutions. Another industry I would like to mention is travel and hospitality, where real-time booking systems and dynamic pricing models are the major factors. I would also like to mention one more industry here, which is media and IoT. So for streaming services and IoT device communications. So these are the industries I would say which Node.js has revolutionized these industries.
Great.
So, being in the industry, I observed that many enterprises are struggling with the performance of backend. So, could you please highlight how this Node.js is solving this problem and pain point of basically your software development?
Sure, Sachin. Traditional backend frameworks used to rely on multi-threading, which can cause bottleneck in the API load. So, Node.js with its asynchronous single-threaded model eliminates this issue, handling multiple requests efficiently. Plus, with tools like clustering, worker threads, and caching solutions, we ensure optimized CPU usage, reduce latency, and improve response times.
Yeah, great.
On the same note, I would like to ask, at EOV, we have built several applications which were built on the top of Node.js. Could you please share one example where it resolved the major business challenge, we can say?
Sure, Sachin. Actually, we worked on Cybersecurity analytics platform, where real-time data processing was more crucial.
Right.
So initially, the client was relied on third-party APIs. But due to limitations, we built a custom backend with real-time data integrations, API integrations, and robust schedulers. So using Node.js with WebSockets and asynchronous processing, we achieved seamless real-time data flow. We reduced API response time, and also a scalable architecture with auto-scaling capabilities.
So that's impressive. Have you used Node.js in a travel, healthcare, or maybe any other industries?
Yes, Sachin. Some few examples are in travel domain, a dynamic pricing engine we have built, that adjusts the rates based on demand and user behavior. In healthcare also, we have worked on a healthcare platform for secured web consultation, video consultation with HIPAA compliant APIs.
Let's talk about the scalability. So how we help our client to scale their business to grow?
So Sachin, one of our e-commerce clients scaled from a few hundreds of users to over 1 lakh concurrent users. So what we implemented for that? So a microservice architecture with Node.js, auto scaling on AWS, containerization using Dockers and Kubernetes, Redis for caching, and NGX for load balancing. Okay, this ensured seamless performance even during the peak of traffic.
While the Node.js is powerful, but I heard that it is some struggling with the CPU intensive task. Could you please how we are tackling with that one?
Okay, so Sachin, since Node.js is a single-threaded, okay, so heavy computations can block performance.
Right.
Okay, so for that we use worker threads. Okay, for offloading CPU-heavy tasks and for separate processors. Okay, microservice architecture for splitting logic into independent services. Okay, message queues using RabbitMQ, Kafka for asynchronous task handling for smooth performance.
So, working with the enterprise applications, there is a major concern of security. So, how we are having what best practices we are following to get secure Node.js application? So,
Sachin, security is a key actually. Okay, so for that we implement HTTPS and secure authentication using OAuth and JWT. Okay, we should use input validations to prevent SQL injection, because SQL injection is the major factor, I would say. Okay, then security headers with Hamlet.js. Okay, that we follow. We rate limiting and DDoS protections with tools like NGX and Cloudflare. So that practices we should follow. So on that note, Pankaj, I would like to know the many companies struggling with the microservice integration. So is Node.js fit into modern architecture, and how? Definitely, Sachin. Because as I mentioned earlier also, okay, Node.js is a lightweight and fast. Okay, so making it ideal for microservices, which makes it ideal for microservices actually. Okay, so for that we use Express.js or Nest.js for modular APIs, API gateways like Kong and NGX to manage microservices, event-driven system with Kafka and RabbitMQ for seamless communication. So Pankaj, coming to the enhancement of performance and efficiency of any framework, what tools are we using in EOV? Okay, so we are using multiple tools, Sachin. Okay, so for example, Express.js and Next.js. These are the frameworks for backend development actually. Okay, there is GraphQL we are using for efficient API querying. Okay, we are using Redis for caching for fast data access. Okay. PM2 is also there for process monitoring. We use Docker and Kubernetes as well, okay, for scalable cloud deployment. So Pankaj, where do you see Node.js evolving in enterprise development? Sachin, the future of Node.js is really exciting. Okay, as I mentioned earlier also, stronger TypeScript support now for large-scale projects. Okay, it has better multi-threading. As I mentioned earlier also about the worker threads and WebAssembly. Increased adoption of serverless computing for cost efficiency. Okay, so Pankaj, what advice will you give a business who plans to adopt Node.js? From my point of view, Sachin, the advice I would give is you should adopt a modular architecture from start. Okay, which is I think more important. You should follow the best practices especially for security. Okay, right. You should start using the tools like New Relic, okay, Datadog. These are some monitoring tools, so you should start using those tools. And also, the most important, according to me, is invest in some experienced Node.js development team. Pankaj, lastly, I would like to ask, the companies who's going to choose the Node.js framework, how you protect, EmbarkingOnVoyage digital solution is perfect for them. Okay, so Sachin, I would like to mention 3 points here. Okay, one, we have proven experience in scalable Node.js application developments, Node.js solutions. Right. Okay. Second, we are into end-to-end development from architecture till the end development. Okay, and the third, but not the least, is industry experience across multiple domains like healthcare, e-commerce, there is travels and more.
Great insight, Pankaj. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, Sachin, for having me here. It's my pleasure.
So that's the wrap for this episode. Follow us more tech insights until the next time.